Happy Saturday afternoon to everyone. It's beautiful Saturday outside, and here I am inside messing with the Amiga again. I've got some updates. Nothing too exciting, but I mean, you know, actually today I've put the camera on this tripod here today so that we can, you know, easily swing around, you know, for different views and whatnot. Quite handy. But down here on the bench, I've been doing some floppy disk drive testing actually today, and I've got a good one there. A couple of faulty ones I've come across here. I've got that one's flaky writing information. This one's got flaky switches. I've tried cleaning them. I have tried exercising the little switches. I've cleaned the drive in general and lubed it, but that one's quite flaky. So that's another one that's no good. This one here is good, cleaned and lubricated today. So I've got a couple of good drives, and I had on this carrier here, I had 2 drives, and one of them, I think, which one was it? There was one here that I had on here, DF0, was flaky. And so I've removed that. I've got this one here that I've tested that I'm just installing. So I'll just finish that off. I'm not going to go through testing floppy drives on stream. Don't worry. I did enough of that the other day for many streams worth. So I'm just mounting this drive up here. I mean, by rights I could run a single floppy system. I've got external floppy disk drives that I could use, but you know, why not? I've got drives, I might as well use them. I've got, so some of you who are, I think there's probably a few people who may watch this that are on the New Zealand Vintage Computer Discord channel. You would have seen I put a photo up of a bunch of keyboards that I've got, so that'll be part of today's stream, is I might test a couple of keyboards. I've got a Commodore 2630 Accelerator that I found in a box. Got a wee story to tell about that. Get these disk drives installed, both matching. We've got matching amber LEDs on these ones. Quite handy. Identical drives, I would say. Yeah, FB 354s, both revision Bs. So that can go on the machine. It's ready to go. I should give you a little look at the room too. It's just a shambles. I mean, to prepare for the stream today, I've just grabbed boxes of stuff just so that I've got most of it on hand, you know, and I can grab it if need be. I can, it's easily at hand, so that's pretty handy. Rightio, just connect these up here. I caught up with Broadband on his stream this morning, making cupcakes, and what else was he making? Croissants with his daughter. So, yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, I would recommend subscribing to Broadband. He's apparently going to get back into doing a bit more streaming, so check it out. BauBand is the spelling for Broadband. Okay, that's good there. A couple of floppy drives. Now, before I go too far, I would like to do some testing. I have done testing with these drives, but I really just want to sort of test reading and writing before I go too far, just to make sure they're 100% working there. Everything's in order there. Hard drive is sitting over here, by the way. Just found it easier when I'm messing around with the floppy drives to have the hard drive over here. Just means that power cable runs over the accelerator there. I just have to disconnect that if I want to remove the accelerator, which I've been doing a bit of because I'll go through that later. There will be a little bit of sunshine on these screens just to start with here until the sun goes down. Just waiting for it to go away. And you can see what I've been doing. I've been cleaning floppy disk drives, so got all my bits and pieces there for that. I installed Directory Opus 2. I think you might have seen it on the previous stream. When I mean 2, I mean as well, this is what I've done, Directory Opus 5. It's nice, I like it. So I've got a couple of flaky drives, just put those aside. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to see there with the sunshine. It's been a bit cooler, but still very nice weather here anyway in this region. Cold and frosty. Right. Pretty much it's, if you're not familiar with Directory Opus, it's pretty much almost like a workbench replacement, but it's a lot more powerful than just your outright workbench. A lot more user-friendly, I must say. I've got a couple of test disks here that I've been using to do my testing. Known good disks. So what have we got? This is, okay, so that's DF1, and we've got DF0. And DF0, I think, is, hang on a second, is that right? Do I have everything? Information. Oh, that's DF0. Sorry, is that right? DF0. It should say it somewhere here. Icon, disk information, here we go. DF0, okay. DF0, and then DF1 is bad because it was a failed copy from previous attempt. So we're copying from DF0 to DF1, just to test here. And you'll notice that directory opus brings up this dialog here. So you have a verify option and your from and your two disks here. And disk copy, you can bump the name. So just in case you know the operating system might not like having identical names in the for the disks there. So what I do is I will copy from one disk to another, so from DF0 to DF1, and then I'll take DF1 back to DF0, just as a read-write test. It seems to be a fairly reliable test for picking up bits and pieces, you know, odd behaviour. So I've got this drive here, which is a bit different to the others. It's a Chinon, it's an F354E revision A. The problem with this drive is that the jumpers aren't accessible directly on the back of the drive, whereas on these other Chinons here, you can see the jumpers are nice and accessible, they're easily accessible. So I'm assuming, you know, this drive here would have to come off this plate. Maybe the jumpers are underneath. I'm not quite sure. That'll be something that I'll look into, because if I, at the moment it's set to DF1. In fact, I probably don't really need to look too far at it, because if it's set to DF1, I'll just set this drive here to DF0, which it is, and mount that to there, and I've got two good floppy disk drives ready to go into another machine. So I'll go ahead and install that. Now, okay, that's just chugging away there. Oh, I've found some CDs as well, so go through looking at some CDs. I might spend a bit of time organising them if it's not too boring. I don't want to you know, dwell on things that are not overly exciting. Okay, so it's successfully done the copy there. So that was from DF0 to DF1, and you can see here this is DF1, this is DF0. Right, and if I just copy back the other way, from DF1 to DF0, verify. And not only does that test, you know, reading and writing, but it also checks the, you know, the switches for the disk detect and the write protect detection. So just mounting up this other drive here. While it's doing that, I can show you something that I've done here. If we go to work, no, games. I can actually do this in directory opus if I want to, because of its multitasking capabilities. Can I? Maybe not while it's just copying. Anyway, games, Hippo player. And I can add volume games, music. I've just got some classic mods here. Select all, okay, and we can play. Of floppy disk drives there, ready to go. I was having a little play around, or a look around actually, in my storage, and I came across this VHS of D-Paint 3. I'm assuming that, you know, you can find that online. Hey Boardband, how's it going? Good to see you. Just put a shout out for you, mate, on for people about your stream, your Twitch channel. I know that you're not doing much at the moment specifically, are you? But I think you're looking at doing a bit more, so that'll be good. Good to see you. I followed you today, so yeah, no worries. I was hoping you didn't mind. I didn't want to sort of shout it out if you weren't going to be doing much, but I guess it doesn't really matter. People can just keep an eye on it. I came across this. This is not Amiga related, this one here, but it's an IDE CD writer that I thought would be quite handy to have around. And also came across this, which I've got a couple of. I'm not sure they're exactly the same, but the old Cassiopeia, which I'm quite keen to sort of explore. You know, hook it up to the old PC and, you know, do that, synchronize it and everything. So that's the little box. This place is a shambles, I tell you what. I'll give you a look around in a second. It's like, jeepers, can hardly move. Can hardly move, but there's good reason for it. Okay, so a couple of faulty floppy disks there. I'm just working on the Amiga 2000 here. Just I've been cleaning up the old floppy drive. I've got another set there to put in another machine when I get it ready. So that's a good tested set of drives. Mine's never really been all that organised. I work in here as well. So this table at the back here, there's my workbench, my job, which doesn't involve computers, by the way. And so in the weekend or on like a Friday afternoon, I just clutter it up with a computer chip so that I can, you know, mess around all weekend. And this area here in front of me, all this here, you know, this is my setup here. I've got a CRT up here, but you know, you can see that camera's not happy with it. I'm getting a capture device at some stage. I think Carsey's organising one for me. So, because you're new to the channel, I'll just give you a quick look around here. I've got, so just because you may not know, but I am into Amiga, but I'm into PC as well. I'm into Sinclair, you know, Commodore. I've got a Dick Smith Wizard and bits and pieces. So I sort of swing all over the show, and I really just do what I feel like doing at the time. And at the moment, the Amiga bug is bitten pretty hard. This machine here is an Amiga, obviously Amiga 2000. It's got an 040 accelerator. This one here. This has got an 030, and I've got a story about the 030 that's in this. 030 accelerated there, and this is my kind of machine that I'm getting ready, you know, I'm kind of messing around with at the moment. Yeah, so that's kind of been my little project machine. I want to get the CD-ROM working. It's a SCSI CD-ROM, so, you know, I'm running a SCSI hard drive over here. Right there, SCSI hard drive, and so it's easy enough to connect up, and I think the IDs are set correctly. It's just that getting the Amiga to recognise it apparently is not overly. It's not overly trivial. Let's put it that way. G'day, Neo. I got my mods. Well, I picked up some mods from online, and I installed Hippo Player. And Hippo Player is not just a double-click install either. But I might go through that with you just as a reference. Really, it's always quite good to have these references to call back on. Although I do take notes, physical notes as well. Oh, not more buffering, is it? Yeah, so that's the Amiga setup so far. Let me swing this around. I guess I need a little bit more. So, just for broadband, because he's new to this, new to my channel, and my channel's pretty new too, by the way, mate. Yeah, I've only really been doing this for what, a month or two, something like that. Oh yeah, Acorn. Hey. Up here I've got, there's a Dick Smith System 80, that's that one under that blue cover there. Amiga 1000, there's a box of Sinclair QL, VZ, Dick Smith, is it the VZ200, things like that. There's some Amigas here. Original Xbox, you know. ZX81s, Spectrums, that sort of thing. Anything really I can get my bloody hands on, really. A lot of it interests me. I've got the old Amiga collection up the back there. So yeah, a few 2000s to get through, just to get them up and running, a couple of A3000s. PCs, oh, down here, this will probably be more up your alley, I guess. I've got a Pentium 3 here and a Cyrix M2333. I've got PCs in the garage, sort of, you know, ATs, XTs, that sort of thing. Not huge amounts, but enough for me to make a nice little hobby out of. This computer here is what I'd say is reasonably modern. It's an i7, Gen 1 i7, which I've just put Windows 8 on it because I thought that's periods appropriate for it. But that I've been using to image my SCSI drives for the Amigas, because I've just whacked a SCSI controller in there, and I can hook a physical drive up to there and image it out to a file. Yeah, oh yeah, XT to Pentium. Yeah, yeah, I like those machines too. I've got a couple of 5155s, a couple of 5150s in various states of disrepair, I must say. So yeah, I'm going to work on those. Get those going. Got the 5150 boards are down under the desk here. So that's my bag really, and I heard you mention broadband earlier today, that you like to get computers, fix them up, get them going, run stuff on them. That's what I like doing. That's right up my alley. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I kind of almost get to the point where I get the machine going and do everything I want to, and then I get bored with it. I don't really, I might play a few games, right, for a while, play a few games, and then just move on to something else and fix something else up. Got a short attention span, but anyway, I can just move from one thing to another. Yeah. Oh, nice one. Yeah, mine's split between this room, a garage full of bits and pieces. It's not full of computers exclusively, but, and I've got a little bit of, I've got a storage shed as well, which I'll store a bit at, so yeah. Guys, just let me know if that music's sort of drowning me out at all, or if you want it louder or whatever, I can change that. Yeah, I sort of just swing, like I might stick with something for a couple of months maybe. You know, when I say shortest attention span, I mean, who knows, I might stick with the Amigas for a few months, I just don't know. If I feel like I'm getting sick of it and I want to stream something, I'll just stream something else. It's, you know, I'm not sort of catering to an audience as such, to be honest. I really just do what I want to do, and the audience can just follow along if they want to. That's, you know. So yeah, not sure, I think you're on the Discord, broadband. There's a photo there of a box of keyboards, Amiga keyboards and that I found in my storage. I thought, it's probably a good idea to go through and maybe test a few of them. Now I've got a story about a Amiga 2630. It's an Accelerator. Got a wee story. This here is for those who don't know, this is an Accelerator, Amiga Accelerator. It's a Commodore 2630 revision 9. It's sporting the 68030 processor. This particular one is featured on the stream, and in fact it's the card that I had in this machine here, the one on top. And I think, Neo, you've seen it. You've seen it in action. You'll note here that we've got 2 megabytes of RAM. This is this SIP, is it? Single inline package or something. SIPs, I think they're called. We've got 512, 512, 512, 512, right? So 2 meg RAM here. Board runs fine. I was looking around in storage the other day, and I came across another identical board, not quite identical, and I thought, oh great, I've got another one, brilliant, until I found the box. And if we have a look at the box, what do you see? Yeah, and I thought, bugger, it's faulty. But anyway, I put it into the Amiga, and yep, I got on boot, I got a red screen with, it's a diagnostics, a boot up diagnostics, and it had bad beside that card, beside this card here. I was like, oh, might have to look at, diagnosing it, da-da-da. Anyway, I removed it, and I just went through and I just pushed down, literally just pushed down on all these chips here to reseat them. Not this one, this one that's in the machine, so spoiler alert, it's working. Pushed down on all these socketed chips, put it in the machine, bam, works perfectly fine. No fault. No fault. And it's got 8 megs of RAM on board. 8 megs. Which causes a little bit of a conundrum because it conflicts with the 4 meg I've got on the SCSI controller. So because 8 megs is the maximum when it comes to anything that's in the Zorro 2 slots, I think what it's doing is it's either disabling the 4 meg I've got on the SCSI card. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So there's 4 meg there in this SCSI card here, and we've got 8 megs here, but the system only picks up 8 megs. And that's because there's an 8 meg limit. Now I think what's happening is either, and some people who know more about Amiga than what I do will know, but I think what's happening is either disabling this 4 meg here, and it's using the 8 meg on this card, or it's using the 4 meg here and 4 meg here and disabling 4 on here. I don't know. It sounds like the former might be the probably most likely option. So this 4 meg here is a waste. So what I really would like to do, g'day Evil C. Actually, Evil C might know the answer to this. Good to see you, Evil C. Now, I was just going through this, mate. I found a 2630. I think you saw on the Discord. I found a 2630. This is not it. The one that I found is in the machine. So spoiler alert, it works. This is the one that you've seen on stream before, which I had in the machine. The problem with the one that's in the machine now is I found the box, just a quick update for you, mate. I found the box, which wasn't a good sign. Long story short, I reseated. I literally just pushed down on all of the socketed chips, bam, works fine. So no fault. Absolutely chuffed with that, considering it's got 8 meg on it, right? So the configuration as it used to be is that this card here has got 2 meg on it, right? This SCSI card here has got 4, and I know that there's a limit of 8 for the Zorro 2. This card has got 8 on it, and so the system only sees 8 total. Now, my theory is that so you know having the extra 4 meg here is a waste. My theory is it's using the 8 meg on here and it's disabling this in total, or this 4 meg's enabled and only half of this is enabled. I guess it could be either way, I just don't know for sure. I need probably further diagnostics or someone who knows more about Amigas than I do, and I was wondering if you knew that, but not that it really matters. But so what I really would like to do is I'd like to remove, I'd like to retain a SCSI card, but I don't need one with RAM on it for this particular install. You know, I've got these accelerators that have got RAM built in. So it's probably, and that's partly why I'm going through these Amigas, is I'm really sort of looking at what I've got and the best combinations for putting machines together so that you know, I don't have an overlap of RAM like that in any of the machines. So that's the plan. It's oh, okay. Oh, right. I wonder if I should just remove the 4 meg off this card, eh? And just stash it. So I could put it into another controller and have 8 megs on that, you know. So yeah, I should probably remove it, I guess. But this sort of thing here is annoying me a little bit, these people that... I mean, why? I mean, it's okay, the box is not pristine, and I guess back in the day people weren't really sort of collecting these machines as collectibles, but I kind of wish they hadn't have done this, you know? Kind of like, well, put it under the flap or under here or something, you know? And the other thing they've been doing is writing on the actual cases with as an example. Writing on these, you know, big ugly writing. That's not my writing, that one there, but that is, but I've put it on sellotape, right? And I've got good floppy base system there, but yeah, I'll take that off because I'm using it for more than a floppy base system. Yeah, because that, I mean, I probably could get that off, but it's sometimes really hard to get it absolutely all off. The residue, you can see that someone's written on it, you know. A little bit annoying. But I guess, you know, back in the day, people didn't really care. It was a computer, it was a tool. It's like, oh yeah, I'll write all over it. So I'm going to put a sticker over that. Oh, yeah. Sounds like you're having fun, in quotes there. Yeah, sounds like it could be, eh? Oh, I hope you get that sorted. It takes ages to go through all that, eh? Test all those lines. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now, so Hippo Player is not overly easy to, well, it's not hard to install, it's just not straightforward. There's a high risk I could disconnect my camera while moving it around like this. Now, so if you want to, Hippo Player, the reason I chose Hippo Player is because I watched a video on a guy who was comparing music players, and the Hippo Player seemed to be very compatible with different, you know, actually I'll leave that running. Seemed to be very compatible with different music formats, MP3s and whatnot even, you know. Oh. So the machine's dead when you have the Pi Storm installed, but it works otherwise, eh? Like the 68,000 works, yeah? Yeah, okay. Now do I have the player discs? That's the other question. Or the files actually. Just so I can show you this, and it's really for a bit of reference for myself too if I ever want to install Hippo Player again. Actually, I should be running Directory Opus here, because nice thing about Directory Opus, you don't have to tell it to view hidden files, you know, files that don't have the .info. Okay, all right. Yep. Oh, it's all well and good in hindsight though, isn't it? You don't know until you sort of try it. Yeah, it's a bit of a bugger. So this LHA file, actually I'll copy these across to the system. So you can see, you know, this is good old directory opus, right? Some of you might be familiar with it, but it's pretty handy. Lister window. I open a new Lister window. Basically, that's, you know, you can have a source and destination. Quite nice. So over the side here, we've got a source here, which is the B drive. That's the, what do you call it, cross-DOS disk, floppy disk. And I've got this Hippo here. Hippo, I'll copy this onto the hard drive so that I've got access to both of them. So if I just choose somewhere for it to go, just put it into the work folder there. Yeah, multimeter's what you need, eh? And if I create a drawer in here, and I'll just call it Hippo install. Oh, did I created that on the wrong drive? Yes, because I've had the source selected here, so it's a little bit of a trap. Whereas I thought I was, because I had this window selected, because this window, even though this window is selected on the right, the left-hand window has got source up here, which means when you click, even if you click the button over in this window to create a new folder, or this window, doesn't matter, it's always going to create it on the source here. So that's a little bit of a trap. So if I select that and hit delete, just to remove that back off the floppy disk. And if I go across here and I choose make source, right? And it's smart enough to make this the destination. It's clever in that respect. So that now the left-hand side's destination, but if I create a folder now in the work directory, that's a work disk actually. I think I've got that right. Yeah, so now we can see Hippo install folder here. Now we want to, because I want to copy a file, and you don't necessarily have to do this to install Hippo Player, it's just that I want to have it, the files handy. So if I go double click here and go into that Hippo install folder, and make this the destination, because that's where it's heading to, right? Make that the destination, and this one here can become the source. The copy icon is here. See that one there? Copy there, and then you've got the identical tools over here. You would think that if I hit the copy here, that would copy across. It does. But the other thing is if I hit the copy on this side, on the right-hand pane, it still copies from the left pane to the right pane, because the left pane's source and the right pane's destination. That's something that you kind of work out as you go, or, you know, I've got the manual for it too, but just copy that across. Now this is the update, and that's what I didn't know I needed. need the actual Hippo player itself, which I'll grab. Yeah, pretty much if you search Hippo player on Aminet, you get it. And I'm pretty sure that is called Hippo Player Update, if I rename that. Now, so I'm selecting and deselecting there. It's highlighted there now. Deselected. So I should be able to go, see I can't go rename. I think maybe because, do I have to change that to the destination? Is that right? Still can't choose rename. Not quite sure why. I'm still kind of learning this directory opus here. Oh, icon. Oh, there is actually a tool for it. And for some reason, the rename is this question mark here, which doesn't make sense. Enter a new file name. Hippo Player Update. Okay. And then I just need to download the actual base Hippo Player file.
won't take much of your time.
So double clicking on the drive will open a new lister, and we'll make that source, and that one's automatically changed to destination. Oh, I've had this before though. With directory opus, I'm not sure why. It seems to be, the drive is still, the light's still on. Here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to complete. I think it's reboot time. So I'm not quite sure if this is directory opus doing this or what it is, but I can't seem to recover from it. If I try quitting. Yeah, I don't get there quick enough. It's not happy. Quit. I think I've fully crashed it now. Go figure. If I eject the disk, probably not that great to do that, is it? Is she gonna come back? Abort. It's not happy. Okay. Yes, I know it's not happy with me. Come on. That sounded like Superfrog, wasn't it? I'm just wondering where we're up to on the music front. It's not letting me do anything. Ecstasy mod it's called. We're up to Ecstasy mod. Okay, rebooting. Bugger. Software failure big time. Okay, I might try a hard reboot here. Let's try that the old-fashioned way. Seems to be taking a while, doesn't it? No. Okay. Let's rename that. Rightio, and if we extract that LHA, the Hippo player LHA, what does it work? Oops, work Hippo install / Hippo player. Basically to where it is, so I don't have to put any destination, do I? .lha. Is that going to work? Yep, it did. And if we have a look at there's a README, install README. Where is that now? Maybe it's just in the Hippo player. Yeah, it is in here. I'll just get some music going, eh? It's just a little bit dry. And we were down here somewhere, weren't we? That one, I think.
This won't take much of you.
And if we have a look at the install README, can I add? Yeah. So it says to copy the HIP and the HIP info to wherever you keep your tools. You know, you basically put that anywhere you like. Copy the hippoplayer.group into S, and copy hippoplayer.ps3m into S. You need these libraries, which is this library here, and you can also copy these libraries as well into the libs, right? And they, but what you've got to remember is there's some of this you may not need to do because it's doubled up in the update, the Hippo Player update. So I think don't bother with the HIP and the HIP info, and possibly this hipplayer.group. We'll have to have a look and see what's inside the Hippo Player update. So just bear that in mind. So the libraries, go to the RAM disk here. This is the Hippo Player folder. That's so the hip, that one, and is it the hip and the hip.info. There's hip, the Hippo player group, and that one there, they go to, what was it, S, yeah. And then your libraries, where are the libs?
Get ready.
Yeah, there's the libs there hidden. So basically copy all that into your libs, including that reqtools.library. And I know with this computer it didn't run. Hippo player wouldn't run. I had to then extract the Hippo player update. Right, after doing all this, it wouldn't run. So then we just grab the Hippo player update. So just whack a new drawer in there. And if we just extract that. Extract the Hippo player update, and you can see the hip and the hip info basically just overwrite the other ones if you've already done the install, and likewise with the Hippo player group and the play SID library, those as well, and back into the S folder, and that'll just overwrite the old ones. Or you could just maybe just do this first and then go back and dump the libraries in. And it works. This runs now, obviously. That's the thing I didn't know about, was that update until I watched a video on it. Very helpful. Pretty handy. What else have I got as far as updates go? Not much. Well, I do. I've got a bunch of CDs. Just wondering, maybe might have a wee look at those. And a keyboards to test. So. While the mod player's running, music player, I'll show you the CDs. CDs, if I can dig them out. Oh, jeepers. I found a few interesting floppy disks as well. I got an HP scanner with this setup too, so I'm quite keen to try that. I've got some drivers here for the HP scanner. But I also found PFS3, that's a different file system, right? A modern, more, well, in quotes, more modern file system, which is handy because the one on Aminet, so I've been watching a video on, you know, setting up Better Workbench, I think it was, and they mentioned putting PFS3 as a file system, but when you go to the Aminet to download this file system, the file's not available. I'm not quite sure why, but I found these PFS discs here, and I wonder whether, you know, that could be quite handy. I've got a screen grabber, and I saw that I had a Amiga format disc. I've got a bunch of Amiga cover discs that, you know, whenever I see one of these, I add it to that collection. So a little bit of consolidation and whatnot going on here as well. These discs here, let's get a bit of light on the subject here. Potentially sort of, maybe, is it these ones? Historical, is it these ones? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Nelson Amiga Users Group backup. Fish disk. Video Amiga 12 pictures, that could be interesting. Lion King. Nelson Amiga Users Group Treasurer's Accounts. Financial information, you know, I won't be streaming that, don't worry. But, you know, there might be other stuff on there that's potentially interesting, sort of historical for a local Amiga users group. MISC data backup. Genealogy, little letters, that's probably personal information I don't want to look at. More Video Amiga 12 RT off Amiga Computing, January 94. Sprig of Heather, MISC data, Blitz catalogue. Mr. D.H. Little, Waterhouse Street, Nelson. Clan Little. So probably some personal information on there which I don't really want to go delving into. I told you there was CDs here, but now I've dumped a whole lot of floppy disks on top because I saw them there when I was having a look through the stuff there. Barney Bear Goes Camping, disc 1 and 2. So these are sort of original discs that I thought, you know, I should probably put into my collection here. D-Paint 3 original discs. Same with this here, Aegis, Spectracolor program disc. I don't even know what that is, but you know, they are original. Personal Paint, oops, there's a registration number there. Personal Paint 2, Art Gallery, At the Zoo, Amiga version. Pictionary. Discovery expansion disc. Social Studies Amiga version. Requires Discovery game disc. Artworks, clip art, sport, signs and symbols for prehistorical life. HP DeskJet driver. So this computer, these Amigas came with an HP DeskJet 690C, which I still have, and so these are the Windows driver disks for them. I thought it could be quite handy, driver disks. VIDI Amiga 12. I have the digitizer for this. Super Bass Personal. Dongle by something. Pretty sure I've got those dongles. HP DeskJet 300 series DOS printer drivers. Original Amiga extras. Kickstart 1.2, Kickstart 1.3. Can Do, which I've got. I've got the boxed version of that, but that looks like it's a freeware version or something like that. Leaderboard. Another cover disc. Amiga Compute cover discs. Workbench 1.1. Super Frog cover disc. Yeah. Pretty cool. Personal Paint 2 again. Mean 18 Ultimate Golf. Jack Nicklaus Greatest 18 Holes Golf Deluxe Paint 2. Graham Gooch's Second Innings cover disc. So I've got a hell of a lot of written to non-original discs, if you know what I mean, these sorts of things, which I'll probably look at getting rid of some at some stage. But yeah, these I just put aside because they need to be filed into the collection. Bunch of floppies. More floppies here. I just sort of chucked them all in the box along with the CDs. I'll get to the CDs in a second. iSoft Squirrel Scuzzy Master Disc. PD Shareware Aminet Sampler Software iSoft Weird Science Network Support Disc. I've got a CD here of Weird Science Network discs. Not quite sure how that would tie in. Oscar disc 1s, 2 and 3, and get those driver discs. And that brings me to the CDs. LSD 3, over 600 megs of Amiga public domain discs. Tower Traditional Games. Oh, look at that, it's not a CD at all. Excellent card games. Haven't seen that set up before, have you? Slide. Where you just slide the disc out. Couple of little latches. Oh yeah, I see. You push those in. Oh no, that just broke off actually. That was just hanging in there, no more. Floppy disk. the Epic Collection, the world's best Amiga software. Over 80,000 customers, blah blah blah. The Epic Collection. Games, demos, education, clip art, fonts, sample, modules, utilities. Fonts, Amiga, so this is Amiga computing cover disc there. Oh, more of those games. Look, Excellent Card Games 3. What did we have here? Excellent Card Games. Floppy disks. Interesting. Epic Interactive Encyclopedia. Now a bootable CD-ROM. Aminet Set 9. That can go with my Aminet Set 8 here. Pretty sure I've got a bunch of Aminets. Aminet Set 8, which I think, am I missing a disc? Disc C. Oh, it could still be in my other computer actually, disc C. I'll leave that one out. I'm pretty sure that that one's complete. Aminets 9, 8. Club Amiga, Montreal. Got 2 discs. More of these games. Serious Backgammon. Floppy disk. Ah, even more. Tower Traditional. Oh, disc is missing. I will keep an eye out for that. Serious Solitaire 2. That one. LSD and 17-bit presents Compendium Deluxe Volume 2. Aminet Set 7. Full version of Eyebrows 1.2. I heard them talking on Amigos earlier today. Amigos Retro Gaming. About if you want Eyebrows these days, you have to pay for it. I guess it's an up-to-date version. And it's like, from what I recall, it's like $80 US or something. It's not cheap. It's Aminet Set 7. We have a cover disc. What's this? PC, is it? That looks like PC. Oh no, Amiga format. Free source code to Quake and more. Okay. Goldfish, 2 CDs. Looks like that's been damp. Yeah, it's sticking. It's actually stuck to the inside here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I really need to carefully extract that one. I won't do that right now. April 1994. NFA. This CD compilation contains PD/shareware software for AGA Amiga computers. Handy. Software 2000 over 1965 discs. We've got another Amiga format cover disc here. The AGA Experience Volume 1. Amiga format 1 through 6 cover disc. Scene Storm, Amiga format. This is, yeah, Amiga format. Phase 2, Amiga format. Amiga format phase 1. Software explosion. Aminet 11, April 96. Aminet 11. High soft Aminet sampler software. Yeah. Not overly exciting, is it? Aminet set 6. Complete. Aminet set 5. Complete. Set 3 and set 2. Set 3. Set 2. Workbench icon special PC task 3.1. What's that from? No. Magic Publisher, including Final Writer 4 SE. Oh, this is the mod that I was looking for. Street Jungle. Yeah, this is the one that I heard on Carcinomi's, which I like, this one. Amiga format, cover discs, CU Amiga, the Artworks CD. Amiga format, LSD and 17-bit Compendium Deluxe Volume 1, I think, was it Volume 2 I had, or the other one? LSD 3. Cloento Personal Suite. And then Scene Storm again. Oh, Diggers, CD32. Diggers. Works on A1200. Oscar doesn't work. That's handy. Look at that. I've got a copy of this already, so yep, I might look at seeing what I've got double ups of and passing on bits and pieces. Amiga format, all formats, there, okay. So this little carrier here, that's going to be probably just cover discs. I think there's a few more in that pile there, so I'll go through and put that aside for cover discs. Aminet set 6, which I've got already. Aminet set 2, which I've got. I'll double check to make sure they're complete. Set 5. So I do have some double ups here. set 3. Empty jewel cases, that looks like a cover disc as well, doesn't it? TFX. Could that be a cover disc? Some empty jewel cases here, although they've got Amiga format rear covers. Amiga format. CU Amiga. Amiga format. Empty. The AGA experience. Just a blank empty jewel case there. Vital computer, PET's empty. Aminet 11, Aminet 5. Maybe DVDs. No, compact disc. Looks like cover discs. Amiga format. Scalar. Amiga, CU Amiga, another empty Amiga format, empty, CU Amigas, Amiga format, empties. More empty cover disc jewel cases. Amiga format, etc. Who knows? Those discs might be around somewhere. Oh, maybe that's like so. This here, yeah? Disc 19, Amiga format. So I might be able to match up some of those if I find any. Amiga format, volume 1, the Amiga experience. I mean, some of those might match up with the empty jewel cases. Knoppix, Linux, rubbish. Cover disc 2, Amiga Active. Scene Storm, Phase 1, BCI.net, Active Net Connect. I don't even know what some of this stuff is, but you know, might as well sort through it. Merry Christmas with compliments of SKC video cassette. Season's greetings. It's a CD, music CD, yeah? Compact disc, digital audio. ST Fax, BCI Net 2, Amiga Meeting. Amiga Utilities 1 to 1500, Professional. Nearly there. pretty sure this is the majority of the CD collection. Amiga 7, Epic Interactive Encyclopedia, I've seen a couple of those. More Amiga format, empty, same, empty. And I've seen one, I think I've seen this one as well. Super CD-ROM Amiga magazine, CU Amiga. Oh, that's it there, look. Identical. Double up there. Okay. And this lot is the last of it here. This empty jewel case. The learning curve. Aminet set 4. Goldfish. Aminet set 5. I think I've got maybe a double up of that. Spam. CU magazine, empty. Another one, Amiga format, empty jewel case. CU Amiga, empty. CU Amiga, empty. Okay. Righto, so that's it, and I'm sure I can consolidate, look for double ups and consolidate some of this decent collection of Aminet there, and a few cover discs, and some software, just general stuff. So that's about it, I think, really, for today. I think I might leave the keyboard testing until the next stream, probably tomorrow afternoon. I know it's not a very popular time for streaming this time of day, but yeah, I don't know. I might do some more streaming tonight, see how I go, and probably tomorrow as well. Oh, actually, no, maybe not tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Got commitments. Mother's Day tomorrow. Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out. Just a reasonably short stream for me today. And yeah, probably catch up with yous in the week, if not sooner. Alrighty, bye for now.